If you don't control your emotions, someone else is going to use your own emotions to control you. And emotional intelligence is not just about being calm, it's about protecting your peace, knowing what to say, knowing when to say, knowing how to react to things people do, and knowing how to put yourself together, and also not allowing people to control you based off of your own emotions. And if that's something you want to learn, then you definitely have to keep on watching this video. I want you to know that emotional intelligence is not about being emotionless. No, emotional intelligence is actually about knowing how your emotions work, knowing how you feel, knowing what kind of emotion you feel, like what is the name of the emotion that I'm feeling right now, without self sabotaging and exploding on people maybe who did not even do anything to you. Now, the first step on how to manage your emotion is for you to learn how to be a master of your emotions. Now, you need to give your emotions, you need to know the kind of emotions that you have. What am I feeling at the moment? Am I angry? Am I upset? Am I sad? Am I jealous? Because all those are also emotions. What am I feeling at the moment? When you are able to name the emotions that you are feeling, you'll be able to control your emotions. So, most of the times, we think maybe we are angry, or we think maybe we are upset, but maybe we're just sad. Maybe things are not going the way. So most of the times when you explode on people, or when you get angry and take out your anger on them, and then when you calm down, you now realize that I'm not actually angry about what this person did. I'm actually upset because something happened in the morning before I got to work, or something happened, someone said something to me. So you need to know how to label and name the emotions that you have. So for you to be able to do that, you need to master your emotions. You need to know how your own emotions work. Try to understand your emotions so that you can give it the proper body reaction, or give it the proper reaction that it deserves. The second one is you need to master the power and the act of silence. As a woman, you need to be able to know when to talk, how to talk, and when not to talk. You need to know how to keep quiet. If you want me to make a video on knowing how to keep quiet, knowing what to say, knowing how to gauge your movement, your emotions, and everything, let me know, and I'm going to make a dedicated video on how to actually keep quiet, because there's actually a very good hack. Because most of you don't even know, you start to yap and you start to talk about things that you're not even supposed to talk. So if you know you're someone that struggles with that, you know that you don't want to talk about this, and then one way or the other you just start talking about it, just let me know and I'll make a dedicated video on that. So anyhow, you need to learn how to master your emotions. So you need to know when to talk. See, I always say this, that the most powerful person in this world is someone that knows how to use their mouth well, how to use their words, how to say things that they're supposed to say. When you know how to manage your words, when you know how to keep quiet, when you know when to talk and when not to talk, see, I'm not saying that you should act dumb. Of course, you can be very calm, you can keep calm, but you can still be very, very emotional and intelligent. You will be a very, very powerful woman or a powerful man if you master the act of keeping silence. Third way for you to control your emotions, you need to learn how to channel your emotions. See, if you're someone that you have a bad day, or your day becomes entirely ruined because of what someone said to you, or because of what someone did to you, then it is actually very wrong. You need to learn how to channel your emotions. Somebody did something that is very angry and upset to you, let them go, channel it somewhere, forget about it. Now, channeling your emotions does not mean you should take out that your emotion out on that thing, or maybe because you're angry and then automatic you start sending out wrong orders, or you start doing things anyhow. No, channel your emotions into something good. Oh, they got me angry, lie, I'm not going to let them have the, I'm not going to give them the what's the word I want to say, you just like I'm not going to give them an opportunity or a chance for them to ruin my day. What do? You do things every other day. You forget about what they do. Cook, call someone if you have to call your friend, call your sister, rant about it, channel your emotions, like talk to them about it and let them go. Do not give people the power, or give people this the power or the control over your emotions, because once people know that anything that you do, it can rile you up, it can, if people find out, they will easily use it to get to you. If they know that they can easily make you cry, they would always do it because they want to see you cry. So as a person, you need to know how to manage your emotions. You need to know how to channel your emotions somewhere. If you have to sleep, if maybe somebody did something very upsetting, go and take a nap and sleep. If you have to cook. There's something called cooking therapy. Anything to take away that particular emotions that you are feeling at the moment, do it. Another one is you need to learn how to take care of yourself. See, some of you, the reason you're always getting angry, the reason you're always getting upset, the reason why anybody can easily get to you and say anything and then you feel so demotivated and sad is because you do not take care of yourself. See, I have seen it that self-care will make you know how to manage your emotions well. When somebody comes and talk to you anyhow, talk down on you, like, no, you can't do that. I love myself too much to accept that rubbish that you're going to do. So you need to learn how to take care of yourself. You need to know how to pamper yourself. You need to know how to give yourself self-care. When you know how, when you are properly taking care of yourself, there's this kind of confidence and aura. So learn how to pamper yourself, learn how to take care of yourself, learn how to treat yourself so that you will be able to know the kind of emotions that people pass on to you. So the last one is you need to learn new concepts on how to manage your emotions. New concept like before you react, before you say anything, pause. Pause before you react, pause before you say anything to anybody. You need to also know what your triggers are. What are the things that actually trigger my emotions? What are those kind of triggers? You need to know those things so that you can actually avoid them. And sometimes some people might even know the things that trigger you and they want to do. So you know, okay, this thing is going to trigger me, but you are going to know how to manage that situation. So you need to learn different new concepts. Know yourself. You need to know and understand yourself. Like I've been saying, this emotion of a thing depends on you and not any other person. You also need to stop seeking for validation. Now, when I'm saying seeking for validation, a lot of you, when people do something, you want to give them a clap back, you want to give them a piece of your mind. Sometimes it's actually not needed. Sometimes you just have to just let it go and just let them go out of your life because at the end of the day, you actually do not even need their own opinion or you don't even need them in your own life. So sometimes when instead of giving them a perfect clap back, giving them a perfect response, sometimes being the bigger person is actually very good because at the end of the day, you don't know how manipulative that person is. Sometimes some people do things like sometimes some people do some things to make you snap out of that your calm, cool emotions and try to make you or paint you to look like the bad person. Meanwhile, they are the one that did something wrong. But at the end of the day, you will not look like the villain in the story. So you need to know how to manage your emotion. Know when someone is trying to, aggravate you so that you can do or step out of character or step out of control. Know when you know how to manage your own emotions. See, managing your emotions will take you to places because as a person, if you don't know how to control your emotions, you will see that people can easily use it to get you angry. I don't know if you guys saw of what happened to Faith in Big Brother Nigeria. Few days to the grand finale. I don't even watch BBM, but I saw it everywhere on TikTok and people were just talking about it. Few days to the grand finale, this guy allowed somebody get him angry and he now acted out of line. People were saying that he could have been maybe the second runner up or something, or maybe the third or the first runner up. But because of how he allowed his emotions control him, he got disqualified 3 days to when the winner was going to be crowned. Or imagine if he was even one of the people that had the strongest fan base because nobody knows. Imagine if he was the one that's supposed to have been the winner. But because he allowed emotions, he allowed those kind of things get to him, he lost a big thing. That is why if you don't know how to control your emotions as a person, it will make you miss out of opportunities. It will make you miss out of greater things. It would even make people stay away from you because at the end of the day, people will see you as someone that, this girl or this guy doesn't know how to control his or her own emotions. So having emotional intelligence is such a very, very big deal. See, I'm going to close with this. Mastering your emotion is not about being perfect. Rather, it is actually not allowing temporary feelings, temporary reactions, temporary decisions ruin permanent things, ruin bigger opportunities, ruin greater opportunities. You do not want to allow temporary feeling, something that in a month's time or in 2 months or 2 weeks time you are absolutely going to forget it, and then you allow such emotions ruin greater opportunities. All right, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's your girl Fegrachi. My name is Grace Feliz, and I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I created this video. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and join the family. And now in the comment section, I want you to drop, what is that one thing that somebody has done to you that tried to trigger you, but you absolutely ignore them? Let's talk in the comment section. And also, if you also have other tips on ways a person can control their emotions, please drop it in the comment section. I'll be glad to chit chat with you guys. All right, guys, so don't forget to check this video out, and we are going to see in another video. Until then, remain blessed, remain marvelous, and remain beautiful. I love you. Mwah. Check these videos out.